Hi everybody, it's Michelle and I am back with another planner video. I have my 3 planners right here. I am really only using one, but I will show you what I use each of these for right now, which is the Franklin Covey Ava in the compact size, which is equivalent to Filofax Personal, and my A5 Hobonichi, the Cousin size, and my Erin Condren Life Planner, which I just received this week in the mail. So let's get started. Now, I plan on going into detail on how I have my planner set up, so the video may be a little long just to let you know, but I'm going to start with my Hobonichi, and I'm only using this as a journal right now, just so I can reference back and see what we were doing each day. So I take the information, the notes from here, and I can put them in here. And so in the future, I have that reference with pictures and decorations. And the kids can come back and look at it and see what we were doing each day and look at the pictures. And it'll be nice to have for that. But I am behind and I need to come in and catch up because Easter is the last day that I was in here, besides sticking in some pictures here and there. And I need to catch it up. But that is what I'm using my Hobonichi for right now. So here's where I get more detailed. This is my actual planner that I'm using every day. And I will go over everything that I have in here and how I have it set up. I'm not going to talk about the binder because I have a separate video where I reviewed this particular binder, where I got it. And I'll link to that below. And I did make some modifications to it, and I talk about that in the video. So I'm going to show you what I have inside because I use this for my planner and my wallet. It goes with me every time I leave the house. And I have just my wallet contents here as far as my cards that I need to use when I'm shopping, so forth, my ID. All of that is here, which is behind here, but I just have a business card in front of it. And I use my Unistyle Fit pen in here. I first used my Coletto, but I went back to this one. I love this pen because I can use my ballpoint ink and my gel ink together in there. So I just have pictures of the kids, and I made dividers using my cards, just using cardstock and my laminator. I have print out a new calendar to put in here. I previously had a Franklin Covey calendar up here, but I moved it to the back and I used it for an editorial calendar. I ordered a new downloadable planner set from the Polka Dot Posy, and she has a shop on Etsy, and I will link that below. And I ordered the extra small, which is personal size, extra small kit that is undated, so that I can use it again next year if I want to. I don't mind putting in all the dates. And since we're already in April, I printed out the months of January through March, just back and front for my month on 2 pages. And beginning in April, I switched it up to where I could have notes on the front and back of each month. And I could have like a standalone month because I like that, because I have these planted out sheets that she has with monthly goals, monthly to-do, home and cleaning projects down here on the bottom, and then notes on the back where I keep track of bills, which I need to write all that in, but I have my little notes here. I just need to transfer that over. So on my month on 2 pages, I just keep track of appointments, meetings, holidays, birthdays, birthday parties, anytime we have timed events that we have to go to, anytime I go shopping, I also jot that down on here. And I did some decorating, and I also like to keep track of this because it's undated. I keep track of what week it is, week 16, 17, 18, just because there are certain things that I document according to what week it is. So I have all that here. And I just, of course, have my bookmarker I made, laminated it. It was a bookmark, and I just used it for a page mark. So the rest of the year, I do have printed out this way, where there's a front page and a back page to each month. And I will be using different color washi tape for each month so that everything is color coded. So April's pink, and I have this pink to match. So anything having to do with April will be with this pink washi tape or pink marker, Sharpie marker, something. It will indicate that that is the same month. So this is a monthly tracker that I just stuck right here behind the month. And I'm sorry if my voice is going to end up going in and out. We've had some really bad weather this week, and I think I have allergy problem. So this monthly tracker sheet I got from Pretty Purple Paper, and that is also an Etsy shop, and I will link that below. The kit comes with a type of, it's got a weekly timetable, it's got these monthly trackers, it's got project sheets. It's not your typical planner, not as far as having like a month on 2 pages, but it has some good project sheets in it, and I love these tracking sheets. They're similar to the DIY fish. And so this is my April sheet. On the back, for some reason, I printed out this months at a glance, which I don't know why I did. This would be good somewhere else in the planner. But for May, I'm going to print it out front and back and probably just keep track of even more and use the front and back. Or I can use the front side for May and the back side for June. I haven't decided yet. But I love to keep track of things this way. It's a very good visual overview and seeing where you're lacking, where you're slacking, and where you need to pick things up. That's just my notes on bills that I need to transfer over. So here are the rest of the months on 2 pages, which I haven't done anything to yet. I need to put in the dates, and I just haven't gotten that far yet. That's the rest of the year. So this is all of my months on 2 pages. And then I printed out for the month of April a week on 2 pages, which is the same set from the Polka Dot Posy. And they are also undated. Everything was undated. And here is where I jot my little notes that end up going into my Hobonichi, so I don't forget things that happened each day. And I am using these sheets from the Target dollar spot, the weekly sheets. This one is for this week. Last week I used this one just to jot down to-dos for each day, because I may know, it may be Monday, but I know Saturday I have to do a particular thing, and so I just mark in that to-do on Saturday. And I can just scribble all over these and put my grocery list on the back and anything else I may need to write down during the week. And I can throw these away if I want. I won't need to keep these sheets for the future. And so these sheets also have a goals and to-do section down here at the bottom for each week. And so this is April, and it is also has the pink washi tape just on the front and back page. And I may use a Sharpie marker just to mark off the edges of all these others so they're all pink. And I did this for April, but I kept in some grid paper right behind it in case I feel like going back to doing a bullet journal. I can do that, and I have the paper right here. Because some days I actually like to just sit down and write out step by step what I need to do each day. And it's hard to do that in these little blocks of time here for each day. So I can do that on my grid paper if I need to. So this is my week on 2 pages, or daily pages if I need it. So this is all of my planning calendar section. And it doesn't look like very much because I only have really April, the week of April in here, plus the month on 2 pages. I could have put in probably the rest of the year on these big rings, but I didn't feel like printing out that much that day. I only printed out this month. And I wanted to test it first to see if it was something I was really going to do before I invested that much time sitting in front of the printer and cutting everything out and punching everything and putting it in here. So my next section is, well, these next 2 sections here are my blog and YouTube, which is in here, and my online stores, which I have a blog that I sell through the blog, and Etsy shops. And I just opened a brand new Etsy shop. So I'm keeping track of all of that on here, because now I don't just have one Etsy shop, I have two. And so I don't want to get anything confused. So those two sections are here. And these are the sections that may end up going into the Erin Condren, because I probably need more room to track all of this. And I just keep track of when I want to post. And there are two separate blogs right now, and I keep them both on the same calendar. I just color code for each one so I can tell the difference. I didn't need to separate it out into two separate calendars. I have everything all right here. And this is where I put this Franklin Covey calendar, which I did not want to use up front anymore because it's all front and back. And I didn't even pay for this one. It came extra in last year's inserts. It was just a freebie that was added onto the insert package for the year. So this is here, and I also printed out week on 2 pages for the month of April to go with the blog and YouTube. These are the Polka Dot Posy, and they are a vertical week. I was using this to track my social media, and it got to be too confusing. And so I decided for this week to print out one of these weekly timetables that I got from Pretty Purple Paper. That is hard to say, so I'm trying to enunciate that. Pretty Purple Paper. It is the weekly timetable. It is in military time, so I jot in my times here because even though I'm used to using the Hobonichi, for some reason I can't grasp military time. I'm trying, but I can't grasp it. But it's hard to know what time it is when you're way down over here and your times are over here anyway. So I just jot in my little numbers for each day. So I keep track of my social media here because I schedule things, and it gives me a good visual to see when things are going out and where they're going to. And this is just a better way to keep track of that for me. And I also keep track of sales down at the bottom. And I have this week here, and this is going to be for next week. So I have 2 weeks on here, front and back. So now what I'm using these for are just to keep track of what I want to be doing in each of these time slots for each day, what I'm planning to do. And I may not even continue using these, especially if I go to the Erin Condren, I'll figure out a different way to have that all set up and what I want to use each section for. So that's that. And that has been very helpful, though, to keep things not confused. And then I just have notes on the blog post ideas, and a lot of notes that I have been scribbling down because I did start the new blog and I'm trying to separate all of that out. And if you work on a blog or you work on YouTube, you know how confusing it can be to try to separate things. You have certain accounts associated with other accounts. In the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, I just changed the name. So, you know, it's no longer Poochie Baby. It is now Silly Mimi. And because I wanted to separate out all of the planner and stationery type and paper crafting type of videos and blog posts, all of that is totally separate now from my other business, which is the Poochie Baby business. And because that is only related to mostly crochet and anything having to do with crochet, crochet products, crochet patterns, and also in the Etsy store, we sell the rings that my husband makes. So it is totally not the same. So I wanted to just kind of weed it all out, separate everything, and all my notes for that are all right here. This next section is my online store section, which I sell off the blog, and I have an Etsy shop, and I just opened the new Silly Mimi Etsy shop also, where I listed some stickers, downloadable stickers, and I will eventually put in stickers that I mail out, and also stickers that you can print and cut yourself if you have a silhouette machine. So these are all my notes pertaining to the stores and keeping track of all of that information, all of my ideas for things that I want to do. My next section is just some shopping info. It's kind of my shopping section. Things that I want to buy, things that my husband needs me to buy, my online ordering, keeping track of what I order and when it comes in, my shopping wish list. Yes, that needs a whole section all to itself, even though there's not much in there. The next section is just kind of a personal reference section. And I just keep track of, I put an index here because this could be random notes in here and I want to know what I have in here, even though there's not much right now. So I just have like TV shows to watch, movies to watch, notes on doctor's appointments, and these are all of my notes on books that I plan to read right here. And in the back is just all of my extra little papers that are ready to use. Oh, here is another printable from Pretty Purple Paper that I will show you. It is a goals and project sheet for 2015. And so it's project name, task, and it lists out each month of the year. So I wasn't really sure how I would use this. I put it in here so that I could think about it if I wanted to use it for something. And that is that. In the back, I keep a little section for information I may need to have with me if my phone battery dies or if I lose my phone. I have all of that here. I have a little dashboard with just some sticky notes that I put on there. More sticky notes here covering up all of my cards. These are insurance cards, not bank cards, but store cards, rewards cards, that type of thing I have here. This top loading envelope just carries my stamps and my $2 bill, which I always carry with me. And the back one has my gift cards and cash, which I'm broke, people. I got $5. Better than nothing, though, I guess. And that is it. That is all that I have in here. And this, of course, does go with me everywhere. And it's a great size to throw in my purse. And that is how I'm using my Franklin Covey. This Erin Condren Life Planner was a surprise purchase for me. I didn't plan on buying one ever, really. But I saw a post on Instagram and they mentioned that they were on sale. And I got it for $20, so I couldn't really pass it up. They were on sale for $30, and with the $10 off coupon, I only paid $20. So I did purchase a to-do little marker here, and let me show you what else I got. And the pen holder and the coil clips. And I paid about $43 total for all of this, and $10 of that was shipping. So that's not too bad, really. And it is the entire year of 2015. I got the whole year calendar. It is not personalized because it is the ready to ship one, so there's no personalization here. And you know, they come very nicely packaged in these boxes. So I watch so many Erin Condren videos, and they always look so pretty the way people decorate them. And I figured, well, what the heck, I'll go ahead and get me one, and I'll start decorating a planner too. But I am thinking about using this for all of my online stuff, all the blog, YouTube, and the Etsy shop, the blog shop, all of that in here. That is my goal. That's what I'm hoping to do. So I watched some hack videos for this also, and I will be doing some hacks and making my own inserts, my own coil clips with these, and I have all the supplies for that. And I will do videos on those once I test it out, and if it's successful, I'll show you how I do it. But you may, everybody has seen Erin Condren videos, so I'm not going to go over what is actually in here. But I did start making stickers for my Erin Condren. And these are actually what I put in the new Etsy shop. And let me show you those real quick. And these right now are just print and cut yourself stickers. They're PDF files. And eventually I'm going to be doing the real stickers that go out in the mail. But I want to be sure that all my settings are correct and everything is cut correctly and it's a good quality print sticker that I'm sending out before I do that. But for now, these are just printed out on sticker paper, and you just cut them and you stick them in yourself. I was really impressed with the quality of this cover. It is really thick lamination. And I'm going to be making me some other covers. I did notice, I mean, of course, this is a removable one. It's not real easy to put it back in here, though. It takes patience to stick that back in. And that is the same for this ruler. Good thing you only have to move it around once a week, because it's not real easy. If you're used to putting things in and out of like your Filofax that you cut yourself or other page markers, this is not as easy as that. But then it stays. It's very secure, so I guess that's a good thing. And if you're interested in a life planner, I don't know how much longer they're going to have them on sale. I will put that link below. You know, of course, it is a referral link, so, but you get $10 off your first order with Erin Condren. And then when they send you the package, they also send you an extra $10 coupon for your next purchase. So that's $20 off. And these stickers in the back, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using them. I'm going to pull out this also. I don't need that bulk in here. I'm going to find another use for this forget-me-not calendar, because this is a nice monthly tracker for something. Instead of putting birthdays and that type of thing in here, you can track other stuff for each month. I may put this in my Hobonichi. And then the zip pocket in the back. So I'm going to be working on this next week, trying to figure out some hacks and see how I can set it up, and if I can successfully move all of my online shop info and blog info into here and keep track of it. But what I do really like about the Erin Condren is that you can do this and write, and it makes it easier to write over here on this side against the coils or the rings, and that's nice. I like that. It's too big to carry around with you everywhere you go, but as far as all of my online stuff, I don't need to carry that information with me when I'm out and about. I only really need my calendar when I'm out, or my shopping list, that type of stuff. And technically, I keep my calendar in my phone, and I wouldn't even need my planner if I didn't have all of my wallet contents in there. I wouldn't even need to carry my planner with me, but I just do, because it makes me feel more secure. It's the psychological thing, people. So this is the Erin Condren, and next week I'll come back with another video on that. If you guys have any questions about any of my planners, just put it down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that now if you want to see more of these types of videos. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.